Well, one thing my chickens know, and that is I will take care of them. Early in the morning, I get up, let them out, feed them, give them extra worms. Um, they've learned that because that's what I've done since they were chicks. And we can learn that same thing about God in His Word. Because over and over, we're told how He loves us, how He cares for us, how He calls us by name and says that we are His. So many things, so many promises. And the Psalms are one of those places that I love to go, and you may want to make a habit of this when you're feeling down or you're wondering what's going on in your life, if you're worried that God has abandoned you, especially when things are difficult. He never promised us that things would be perfect after the fall in the Garden of Eden, but He did promise us that He would be with us. And there are a couple of Psalms that I want to share with you this morning. One of them is Psalm 91. That is a psalm that I would suggest you really read and meditate on. But it says in verses 1 and 2, "You who live in the shelter of the Most High, who abide in the shadow of the Almighty, will say to the Lord, you are my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." I'm not a God, but my chickens trust me. Even on the mornings when I sleep in a little long and they are wanting out and I can hear them cackling and carrying on, they know that I'll come. There are times in my life when I've cackled and carried on and wondered if God was going to come. And He always shows up. Maybe not exactly the way I had planned, but He certainly does give me comfort when I go to Him in prayer, through His Word, in the voice of a friend. And then in Psalm 32, verses 7 and 8. I love this, and I hope you take this to heart. "You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance." My hope and my prayer for you, if you're going through difficult times right now, you will remember we have a refuge. We have a hiding place. We just have to learn how to hear Him. Psalm 32 starts out by saying, "Blessed are those whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. Blessed is the one whose sin the Lord does not count against him, and in whose spirit is no deceit." And goes on to say, as I had read before, "You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance." Listen for the Lord today. Listen for the songs of deliverance. Maybe it'll come as you read His Word. I hope so. Or maybe it'll come in the laughter of a child, or a phone call from somebody, or the sunrise. But remember, we are held in the shadow of the Most High. He is our refuge and our fortress, the God in whom we can trust.